Okay, so now we're going to do some writing today. So what you will need for your writing, you need a piece of paper. I'm just doing it up here so you can see. But your notebook, your blank notebook, this will be your writing and word work notebook. So if you've been working on word work, just turn the page and we're going to start with our writing right after that. You'll need your writing process chart and your opinion writing paper that kind of tells you how to do opinion writing. So you need both of those, and you will need your little alphabet charts as well. So first off, easy peasy, we're going to do some letters, and we're going to practice some letters. The first letter we're going to practice is A. Now, I made some lines to kind of show you how these letters are supposed to look. Some of the letters are short, some of them are tall. These are short letters, the ones we're going to work on. So we're going to do A. So I'm going to put my circle with a line right beside it. So there's my A. Let's see if we can bring it where you can see it better. Oh, sorry. My A, circle, there we go. Circle with a line. And A is a short letter, so A does not touch the very top line of any lines we're writing on. It's kind of in the middle, so we call it a short letter. So I'm going to do it again. So I want you to practice with me. If you've got your notebook, you can do a circle and a line, just like that. A, because we want to make sure that we've got all this time now that we can practice and really make our handwriting look really nice. So make sure when you're making your A, you make your circle. It's not touching my top line. It's not on the top line at all. It's in the middle. And my line beside it, circle and a line, it touches my circle. So you have to have it touching your circle so that it looks like the letter A. My line's not real tall, because if I made my line really tall, it would look like a completely different letter. It would look like a D. So we don't want that. So I'm going to erase that. We're going to make it shorter, just like that. All right. The next letter we're going to do is an I. This is easy peasy. Straight line down with a dot. Okay. Try that again. Straight line down with a dot. Straight line down with a dot. We're going to practice all these letters like three times each. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out the camera angle here. All right. So the next letter I want us to practice is an N. So we're going to go down like rain. You're going to come straight back up and make a hump. You never even have to pick up your pencil for these letters. Down like rain with a hump. Down like rain with a hump. That's the letter N. And I'm not really going over how to do capital letters because most all of my students have capital letters pretty well managed. I'll show you what they look like at the end, but I really want us to work on the lowercase letters because those are the letters that kind of, because of capital letters, we write them way too big or they are not as clearly written as capital letters, so we want to really work on the lowercase letters. All right, on the next line, you can practice an R. An R is down like rain with a little curve, not a hump. N has a hump, a little curve. So down like rain with a little curve. Down like rain with a little curve. That's an R. Now, our only tall letter we're going to practice today is the T. The T will touch the top line and comes all the way down to the bottom line, and we will cross it in the middle, kind of on that dotted line. So you go top to bottom, cross in the middle. Top to bottom, cross in the middle. That's how we make a T. So today when you're writing, I want you to really work on making sure your A's, your I's, your N's, your R's, and your T's look really good when you're writing. I want you to make sure everything looks good. But these are the ones we're working on, the really strong letter formations today. A, I, N, R, and T. And they're kind of all made the same except for T. T's a tall letter. But like A has a circle and a line. I has just a line and a dot. N has a line and a hump. And R has a line and a curve. Not a hump. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom. A curve. T is a straight line, top to bottom, and then a cross in the middle. So that's the letter formation I want us to work on today. I'm going to erase my board really quick. We get to do some sight word work as well during writing time. And the sight word I want to work on today, I need you to find these letters in your, I want you to find these letters from your alphabet. I want you to find a T. I want you to find an H. And I want you to find an E and a Y. T, H, E, Y. I want you to find those letters for me. Once you find them, I want you to kind of put them together like a word, because we are spelling a word. Does anybody know what word that is? That word is they. They. Sometimes we see it with a capital T, like at the beginning of a word. They are nice. They are my friends. That would be a capital T at the beginning of a word. But most of the time, we're going to see it with a lowercase t, just like that. All right. So once you get all your letters, and we spell it, they, I want you to take the letters and mix them all up. Okay. Now, you've got those 4 letters, the only ones you need right now. We're mixing them all up. And then I want to say the word together. They. So I know automatically I hear a TH. So I can move those up first. They. Now, this E is tricky because it doesn't say its name. It doesn't sound like an E. It sounds kind of like an A, doesn't it? They. Yeah. I do hear that Y at the end. So I've got enough clues with this word. A. I could figure out where the letters go. The A. Like I said, this E is kind of like in disguise. He's not saying the right sound for what we know him to say, but that's okay. We can still put him in the right order because we hear the TH and we hear the Y at the end, and we know what E just kind of slides right there in the middle. They. So for today, for the next 2 or 3 minutes, I want you to take it and I want you to kind of mix all the letters up and see how quickly you can spell that word again. They. They. All right, I've done it. Mix it up again. Mix it up again. Mix it up again. Spell it again. See how fast you can do it. They. All right, mix it up again. Mix it up again. Mix it up again. The. A. They. All right, mix it up again. Mix it up again. So this is a game you can play with a parent. They can check you, or you can play it by yourself, because you could either write the word out on a little card and you could spell them that way and say the word, or you could say they, and then you could spell it and then have a word list where you check it. They. Did I get it right? They. Sometimes we may get things out of order. It's okay. We just need to fix it, because that's not they. This isn't they. Same letters, but that's not that word. So we have to make sure that we are very careful to spell this word correctly. The A. Remember, the E is in disguise in this word. He's trying to trick us a little bit. They. They. That's your sight word for the day. All throughout the day, I want you to take those letters, mix them up, spell it again, say it to your parents, write it. If you can write it with a whiteboard or a marker or something, write it as many times as you can. So that is your sight word you're gonna work on today. I'm actually gonna stick it down here. So now we want to do some opinion writing. And I'm gonna use my letters to help hold it up here. Opinion writing. But the first thing I want to do is I want to look at my writing process. Like I said, I'm using my letters to hold up my papers. So with the writing process, it says, I think of an idea. Now we're going to do more opinion writing, but for today, I wanted to help you kind of think of an idea. I don't know about you, but being inside, I like to bake. And I got to thinking, what's my favorite dessert? What do I like the most? And something that I really like is chocolate chip cookies. So that's my idea is, what's your favorite dessert? That's my idea. I'm a model how to do your opinion process. So if you look over here in our writing process, the little light bulb tells us, I think of an idea, and it says, think of a topic you have an opinion about. Now for me, I really like chocolate chip cookies, and I think they're the best. So that's my opinion. That's not a fact. That's an opinion. That's how I feel about something. It's what I think about something. So that's why we can use it for opinion writing. So then it says for me to write my opinion and tell why I think that. So we're going to start. We're going to use the whole week to do that. So I'm going to take these down just a little bit. All right, I'm going to slide this one over. It says plan your first sentence. Well, I've already been thinking about that. I'm going to slide it down, actually. I've already been thinking about my very first sentence because I have been thinking about chocolate chip cookies since I thought about this morning. I want chocolate chip cookies. They're my favorite. So I'm going to grab my handy dandy purple marker. And I'm going to write my first sentence. So my first sentence is my opinion. That's what I think. So I'm going to say, I like chocolate chip cookies. So let me think, how many words is that? I got to plan out my sentence. I like chocolate chip cookies. So I'm going to have 5 words in my sentence. So I'm going to say, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I like chocolate. That's a long word, so I'm making a long blank word. This is in your writing notebook. You can get started writing this on this page, and we're going to use whatever page you use in your writing notebook. We're going to use this page all week long. So just stay on that page each day. I like chocolate chip cookies. Now that's the end of my sentence. I'm going to go ahead and put my period there. I like chocolate chip cookies. So one thing I can do, I know how to spell I. So once you plan your sentence, you don't have to use chocolate chip cookies. You can use whatever you want to do for your dessert. Whatever your favorite dessert is, it's your opinion. So you may not like chocolate chip cookies. You may like chocolate chip cookies, but you better not steal my idea because that's my idea. I really like using that. So you come up with your own reasons for liking chocolate chip cookies. But we start with, for me, I would say I. So I would put my I up here. Now over here, like is a sight word I should know. I'm going to say it slowly to myself to write it. Like. And I know there's a sneaky E on that word. Like. Like. I like. Chocolate. This may be a toughy word for me. And I'm going to show you how to do this. That doesn't mean that I'm going to give up. It doesn't mean that I'm going to say, hey, how do I spell chocolate? I need to use my beautiful big brain, and I need to use my wonderful, wonderful little cards that I have to figure it out. So I'm going to have my alphabet card, and I'm going to have my blends card out in front of me. So it would be a CH, and I can find that on my blends. If you look at it, there's for CH right there, there's a block of cheese, cheese, and that helps me figure out what sound I need. Ch. Now I'm going to look at my alphabet card. I think it's an O. I'm going to write an O. Chalk. I hear a K sound. Now, I may not be spelling this word right, but that's okay because what I'm doing, I'm using my big, beautiful brain, and I'm using what I know to spell this word. It's okay if it's not spelled right. It's fine. Chocolate. I'm going to use my alphabet chart. I think that's a U, like umbrella, chocolate. I hear a T. Now, I'm still not sure I've spelled this word right. I sounded it out. It kind of looks right to me, but if I'm not sure, this is what you can do when you're not sure about spelling a word. I'm just going to circle it. Okay? I like chocolate. So I'm circling it because I feel like I've spelled it right to my knowledge, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to circle it, and that means that on another day when I'm editing, I can come back and check that word. I like chocolate. So now I've circled it. I think I know how I spelled it. I think I did a good job, but I'm going to go to the next word because I don't want to get bogged down on this word and never finish my thought. That's why you circle it. It just kind of gives you a way to circle it, and you know that you're going to come back to it. That helps me to come back to it, but I don't have to worry about it right now. It kind of takes your brain, takes the pressure off your brain for this word. So we're going to move to the next word. I like chocolate chip. All right, so I have a CH again. Yep, I heard a CH. Now this one's pretty easy. There's only 4 letters in this word. CH is 2 of them. I'm going to look at my vowel chart. And if you look at your vowel chart, right here beside the I is an igloo. So I think that's an I there. So I'm going to put my I. All right, then chip. That's a P. So I'm going to put my line in a circle. Circle and a line. So I have chocolate.